over and over again. Am I streaming still? Did it cut out? Yeah, it did. Am I back? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Am I back? Okay. I only have like half an hour left to go. Yeah, I pressed the wrong thing on OBS because I had to switch from screens. Man, good job, me. All right, so hopefully that explains things if you're still here, even though I probably like kicked you. Yeah. PUBG. Are you getting an ad? Hey, Roblums. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, you can know all of that stuff and then still get frustrated at your design, and, you know, that's not going to dictate whether you have a solid design or not. It really won't. You might still, like, make absolute garbage for a while. Just like that. So be ready to just keep trying, just keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, and once you're done trying some more, and it never stops. Never stop trying. You just keep doing it over and over again. Maybe eventually one day you'll make something that you're like super proud of. Hey, Woody. Hey, Marco. Yo, what's up, Shane? I just accidentally ended my... I clicked stop streaming instead of switching screens in OBS. I'm a pro streamer. I'm really good at this. Super good. Yeah, if you're just getting into art, don't put pressure on yourself to make something like super good. Dude, this is like a lifelong venture. Understand that the more you do, the better you'll get, and you have to have patience with yourself. It's the more time and mental energy you put into it, the bigger reward is, right? And there's a lot of frustration involved with doing art, especially if you're trying to do it professionally, because a lot of other people's critiques can weigh heavy on you. The thing is, just remind yourself, you know, every drawing, every sculpt you do, you're taking one step beyond where you were before. So don't beat yourself up, keep it going, and just never stop going, because that's what it is. Art is a journey, it isn't a destination. Thoughts on AI art? I mean, I feel like, okay, so AR art, some people are doing some interesting things with it. Some people are getting some decent jump off points, which is great. I think in the next 5 years, we can definitely see it being more integrated into a lot of pipelines, especially pipelines for larger studios that already are underpaying or not paying artists to do things. So the more that they can cut corners, the more they will cut corners. I think that it would be appropriate to say that AR art right now would be there. And I find it weird, right? Like, I wouldn't really call it art at the same capacity. It's sort of just a tool right now, right? I just feel like you can't really say too much about it. If you find a use for it, if people are using it appropriately and they're flourishing with it, then it's a successful tool. For me, I don't really like get too much out of it right now. I also work mostly in the animation industry, so getting the AI to come up with some kind of like an animation jump off point is, their stylized stuff, let's just say, is a little lackluster. But if you want to do more surreal things, for sure, yeah, AI is a good jump off point for that. Thing is though, like you're also seeing a lot of people not necessarily doing enough to it. Like they're photo bashing AI art, which is already just photo bashing. So it's photo bashing, and it kind of all looks like that, like a lot of hot spots all over their art. If you don't do enough to it, like in the repaint or put your own spin on it afterwards, everything kind of just starts looking the same. Like it looks mid-journey. You can see that. You can see a lot of it with people just kind of like posting their quick things. A lot of it looks mid-journey. Not to say that that's bad, but I'm not saying that it's great either, right? And I also don't like seeing artists kind of like remove their identity and let it, like an AI kind of replace that identity, because there is some sort of like human aspect you get from people doing things as well. At least at this point, AI might be able to replicate that in the future, but we're not there right now. So that's kind of off the table for right now anyways, but in the next 5 years, who knows? Cartoon AI, yeah. It'll make your job harder. It might make it, you know what? It might literally just make art directors more indecisive, because now they can have like hundreds of different choices for like one little. I don't know. It'd be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Time will only tell what's gonna happen. I'm not a messiah. I don't have a crystal ball. Who knows? Who knows? I know that I'm currently not using it, but maybe. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Iris Gulfs? Ian, how are you doing? Yeah, both Shane and Ian also stream here. Ian actually works for Maxon, and Shane does his own entire like stylization course as well. So 2 really good artists, 2 really good teachers to check out. If you're a beginner, both of them are extremely beginner friendly, much more so than I am. So check them. Ian Robertson and Shane Olsen. Thank you, Shane. Yeah, I did 4 sculpts today, and I decided to stick with this one. None of them are really that successful in my opinion, but it is what it is, as I've been saying all night long. Do I want to give him a little hat? No. No, I don't. Can simplify it though. The hands. These. Yeah, they're really low res. how long till AI can do animation and what it would look like. It's gonna be jank for a while, that's for sure. Move to Twitch, welcome to Twitch. What's that? What's that? How much time do we have? 15 minutes. I've been talking so much tonight. The silhouettes be popping. It's got that Samus. It's giving Samus. Alright, okay. Let's on the side, it's not really. Obelisk the Tormentor. I love how, like, anything that I do on this channel, like, you guys are there, like, this looks like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Boots. Alright, no worries. We're almost done here anyways. You don't need to hang out. I understand. Eating's more important than me. It's fine. Fine. I get it. I'm not even talking, so who cares? Where am I? I don't like this. Uh-oh, another TikTok song or sound just appeared in my head when I said I don't like this. This TikTok's gonna be the end of me. I actually don't hate it. Do I make TikTok videos? No. I don't want to be bullied by children. Imagine what Agronal songs turn into 10 seconds. You're clubbing. You're clubbing and all of a sudden, juicy, juicy, juicy. Bitty, bitty, bitty. I can't. Ugh. Yeah. No. YouTube rabbit hole is as far as you go. A lot of it, though, is just like TikTok reposts, right? So you're not escaping anything. Platform heels? Kinda. I don't know. I like this, like, boot shape. Kinda interesting. I want to make the head area smaller, I think. Yeah. Oh, this makes me want garlic stuffed olives. Garlic stuffed olives! I'm hungry. Are the legs gonna merge together at the end? We're pretty much at the end, so probably not, no. Did a lot of sculpting tonight. Wow. YouTube chat doesn't come up on Twitch anymore? Oh, does it not? I guess they disabled the restream? Yeah, I'm not sure. What industry? Wait, hold on. What industries do actually use character concepts? Okay, so I'm in the animation industry and I do a lot of biz dev. It's primarily what I do. So that ranges from drawing, painting to sculpting and designing in 3D as well. A lot of the time, animation studios, like for both TV shows and movies, want to see their characters in 3D before, you know, they send them off to actually be finalized. So that's a really good industry. There's also VFX, so like monster sculpting, and different types of, you know, even facial expression, like sculpting and things like that. It all kind of falls into character sculpting. There's also, of course, toys. Toys is also a really big industry that uses character concept sculpting because they want you to come up with a whole bunch of, you know, different things initially, depending on who you work with, of course, you know, different poses, etc., that will work for what it is that they're trying to do as a toy. But my experience for character concept sculpting is within biz dev, within the animation industry. So anything entertainment related, you could probably find somebody that does character concept sculpting. It's a little bit niche comparatively to being like, you know, a like overall modeler or an overall 3D artist or an overall you know, texture artists, right? Being specifically like a character concept sculptor, it falls into the viz dev category, right? So that can be a little bit more on the niche side. Not a ton of people know like that you can be a 3D viz dev artist. I use both 2D and 3D when I'm doing any kind of viz dev work or pre-production work. It just depends on what's needed and how fast something can get done. You know, how fast something needs to get done or how much exploration we can do. Hey, Sergio. Yeah, I do illustrations as part of my job. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of what I do is I'll do like, you know, a sculpt. It'll be stylized, so not like this. Like, I mean, this is stylized, but more along the lines of like a kid's show or a kid's movie, what you would consider a kid's movie, cartoon, right? And then depending on the age range, you will have more or less details, age something up or down, etc. And past that, yeah, you like I will render out the sculpts and I'll use that to paint over top of it for final images to pitch, to try and get clients on board with certain ideas that different directors will be working on, etc. I usually jump from like a multitude of different projects. I've been on, the longest I've been on something viz dev is like maybe 3 or 4 months. But after that, it's just like one thing, next thing, next thing, next thing. Like, you know, I need a little bit, you know, somebody might need an image or a sculpt from some other small show here, and somebody might need me to touch something up from some other movie over here. It's like a bunch of odd jobs all falling under pre-production work, right? So that's why I have such a hard time kind of labeling like this is what my career is, right? Like I just, you know, I do pre-production stuff, biz dev stuff. A lot of it is character work. How often do I post, personal project or not? Post? God, I don't. I don't post very often at all, and I haven't posted anything. I haven't posted anything. Industry, like any industry work. So that's the thing about being like in a lot of biz dev stuff, that like, let's say you're not hired on as a biz dev artist to be a part of like a specific movie and you're on there for like months on end, and then that movie gets released. Okay, now you can show your biz dev stuff. That's not my experience. I'm a freelance artist, and a lot of the stuff that I do for work, for at least like the work that I've been doing, it will never see the light of day. I have started joking about the fact that my career as an artist is throwing my art away. Because it's just like, you know, you're there just like doing as many like final images and different designs and stuff to try and get something sold, to get it funded, produced, etc., to then put into production, right? So that's sort of like where I am. Is like that's a lot of what I do. Yeah. Pros don't have time to post their work, or it's locked behind an NDA. Yeah, unless like you're doing your own art and you've got like a Patreon or something like that. A lot of the time, yeah, it's like you're not gonna see people having all the time in the world to post their own stuff. And like you're gonna get burnt out really bad and fast too if you're like, nah, every single night I'm gonna do artwork after my artwork job. So a lot of me not streaming here too is just me like trying to take like a week here or a week there back, just to try and like not burn out. Because a year ago, like last year, I had a really bad burnout. Like I had a hard time working through stuff because I was taking on too many projects at once. I signed too many contracts. I was working on too many contracts all at once. Plus I was streaming like every single week, and I was doing my own art afterwards. And it was just like, I love doing art, but that's just like, it's too much, right? So you have to be good about pacing yourself. And I limit the amount of contracts and stuff that I have now too, which means less money, but it also means, you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, so it's important. All right, so if you guys have any further questions about like anything, feel free to ask me on any of my socials, reach out, DM me, whatever. I'll when I see it, I'll do my best. Sometimes they get thrown into message requests, so I check that somewhat frequently, but if you have any questions, feel free. And follow ZBrush wherever you're watching, be it Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube right now. Like, there are a lot of other streamers that present on this channel. Shane in the chat being one of them. He is a great streamer. You'll really enjoy his content as well. He's very good at teaching, and he's very, very beginner friendly, which is super awesome. Is it gonna stop randomly now? No, I'm gonna actually press the button myself with thinking this time. Thanks, Chucky. I appreciate it. You gotta get going. No worries. Have a good night yourself. I'm getting going as well. So again, follow all of wherever you're watching. Check out all the other streamers. They're incredibly talented. You'll, you know, again, if I was not your cup of tea, if the way that I work is not that Gucci for you, it's fine. I don't blame you. There's lots of other people out there. And I will see you on the next one. Not next week, Reaper. The week after that. So the 27th. I'm taking a week off and doing the 27th instead. All right? I will... I'll see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out. Good night.